On this 50-point inspection, I have SUGARWOOD Baklava from Boulevard Brewing Company. They're out of Kansas City, Missouri. This beer was gifted to me by Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. So there will be a link to Miscellaneous' channel at the end of this video. The SUGARWOOD Baklava is a barrel-aged imperial brown ale with maple syrup and pecan flavor. It is 14.2% ABV, and they just say that it's barrel-aged. They don't state on the bottle, at least, what type of barrel that it is, but it's always fun to try to taste what barrel it may have come from. So we'll see. Baklava it's a nice treat, you know. Get some Greek food. It's a nice little after dinner treat there. The honey and flaky pastry with the walnuts, typically, I believe. Maybe they use pecans as well. I don't know, but I've always seen it with the walnuts on it. But anyways, let's crack into this one and start this inspection. Alright, so the head on this pours with a khaki colored light tan, fairly tight bubbled head, didn't build a large head. The color of the brew itself, it's got some nice kind of deep red, amber colors coming through, so it's a brownish ale. It is a brown ale, damn it. So yeah, brown in color too, but nice red, like I said, hues coming through on the bottom reservoir here when held up to light. Yeah, let's get some aromatics. Well, initial aromas, it does kind of remind me of baklava. Very slightly, but it is there. I am picking up on, maple syrup. Like I said, typically I believe it's made with honey, but maple syrup adds nice sweetness. There is a nuttiness to this one as well. That pecan reminds me of like pecan pie, the way the pecans are coming through. Another thing, like I said, typically, at least around these areas, I believe they use walnuts instead of pecans in their baklava, but hey, different states, they may make them differently, or maybe that's just for the sake of the beer, or maybe that just gives off the right aromas and stuff. But yeah, so very sweet. Maple pecan, it almost has like that flaky pastry type thing going as well. A little bit of a dough. Not a deer, not a female deer. Yeah. Good aromas out of this. Liking the way it smells. It does smell like it's going to be sweet at 14.2% as well. So, all right, let's dive into this one. First swig, cheers. Yeah, it's got that medium to full body, because it does have that sticky presence on the mouth. Very sweet indeed. Yeah, breadiness, doughiness, flaky pastry crust type thing going on. You get that maple syrup. It almost does kind of give off like a honey note too, but yeah, it's definitely a maple syrup sweetness in there. Pecan flavors coming through quite nice as well. Yeah, I'd say it's darn close to some of the baklava that I've had in New Hampshire here. So just slightly different with that maple and pecan, but yeah, most of the flavors are right there. To at least resemble that sweet treat. Carbonation on this one, I'd say it's lighter side, if it does even reach into medium. It's some bubbles, yeah, we'll say light side medium carbonation. It's definitely on the fuller side of a medium body, maybe even pushing into a low full, but yeah, definitely A heftier brew, a little bit sticky, sweet. There's a slight bitterness on the tail end that does linger on. It's kind of, it's almost like a baker's chocolate type bitterness. So maybe a little bit down to earth type tones. A little bit of fruitiness in that little belch I just had as well, but it is kind of mixed in with like a maple syrup. But yeah, a little bit of a slight dark fruit. It's very slight, maybe gearing up towards like a plum action. All right, now everybody's wondering, well, what barrel was this possibly produced in? I get a little bit of a very slight oakiness, and I would say a little touch of vanilla in there. So I'm going to go with, it's not quite like bourbon-esque to me, but maybe a whiskey barrel. I'll find out, and it will be in the description, I'm sure, if I can find out. There's usually a write-up on these things. So you'll get to see what other people think when they score it, and you'll get my score on it at the end of this video. So alcohol also at 14.2%. It's definitely warming. This is my first beer of the day, and it was a big one. So I'll be able to sip on this and enjoy it as I, the rest of this anyways, as I'm editing other videos that I've already put out prior. So, yeah, I'd say ABV slightly detectable on the flavor. It definitely warms you up in the chest. It's kind of a chilly day here, even though it is, gearing up near the end of the first month of spring, but we got some chill in the air, some Canadian wind blowing in. So yeah, this is nice on a kind of chill day, chill spring day. Definitely not outside today. Not with the wind. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a score now. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so for the appearance, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 6 out of 6. Nice looking brew, brown ale, imperial brown ale at that. Aromatics, spot on, I thought, for pretty much a baklava. Made a little bit differently, but still it did give me that reminder that, yeah, baklava. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Aromatics on this, fantastic. Loving it. The flavors, what I am kind of dinging it for is I wish that the barrel did come through a bit more. Whatever barrel that it was. We'll see if I was even right. I'm going with whiskey barrel. I may be absolutely wrong, but that's what it's kind of reminds me of. But it is kind of lower on the flavor scale as to everything else going on. Maple syrup's pretty big in this. The pecan flavoring is pretty big in this. Some of the base is nice. I mean, it's that slight kind of chocolate type note. A little bit of that kind of doughy breadiness as well. Kind of gives off that flavor of almost like a flaky flake crust of a baklava. But I'm going to give this a 17 out of 19 for the flavors. And all the alcohol note, yeah, it's all like I said, it's slightly there on the palate. Definitely warming though, definitely warming. It makes a presence in your chest. But yeah, 17 out of 19, just to clarify that for the flavors. Body on this one, nice thick, for being either a low side full body to a very high side medium to full. 5 out of 5. Enjoying it. Oh, it does have that creamy mouthfeel to it as well. Should throw that in there. It does have that kind of ooey gooey feel on the palate. And my overall, digging this. So far, the Boulevards that I've had, really enjoying them. These are some heavy hitters, giving off good flavors, and I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 for my overall. So, Sugarwood Baklava, that barrel-aged imperial brown ale with maple syrup and pecan flavor from Boulevard Brewing Company is going to get a bumpy 47 out of 50, which is going to land this as an excellent beer. I want to thank Miscellaneous Brew Reviews for shipping. I got a whole box of Boulevard, so I'm going to be drinking Boulevard for the next few days anyways. So thoroughly enjoying this. This is awesome. And yeah, big thank you to Miscellaneous. Link, find it right there. And yeah, I just want to also thank all of my viewers for watching. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it, so what's it matter? I'm enjoying it. Cheers.